We have to be focused on that rather than, pulling each other. Apart from the, sir, so terming the people's verdict, I have already said, sir, apart from the 6 guarantees outlined under Abhay Hastam and the promises made under Right to Youth, SC, ST, Minority, BC Declaration, many other initiatives have been assured by the Congress. Understandably, the governor's address has set out the priorities, policies, programs, and schemes of Congress government for all-round development of the state and welfare of all sections of people. I would like to recall that the backward classes, scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, and minorities account for an overwhelming proportion of the state's population, sir. They together constitute almost 85%, BCs 46%, SCs 15.5%, STs 9.2%, and minorities 14.3% of the state's population, sir. The Congress has committed to provide a better deal to all these sections. It has promised to introduce minority sub-plan as also the BC sub-plan, named after Mahatma Jyoti Phule. The Congress has assured to spend 2,000 crore per annum, amounting to rupees 1 lakh crore in a 5 years period for BC welfare, and this is a welcome step, sir. Similarly, the party has assured to enhance the minority welfare budget to rupees 4,000 crores, including 1,000 crore annually for subsidized loans to minority, youth, and women, sir. Sir, when I say about, and I talk about 4,000 crores for minority, let me make it very, very clear to the government, sir, what the Congress government is doing in Karnataka and what it was doing in Rajasthan. And, they were calculating the amount spent on other schemes also in the minority budget. Kindly do not do that. If we have to see the other schemes with which the minorities got benefited in the last 9.5 years, like in pension, like in Shadi Mubarak or Raitu Bandhu, Raitu Bima, and other schemes, where Muslims are also part. If we have to take into account that amount and the 2,200 crores, we have already crossed 5,500 crores. I hope that the 4,000 crores will be only for minority welfare department. I hope that. I hope. So the Congress has promised to rename Dalit Bandhu scheme as Ambedkar Abhay Hastam and extend it to both SCs and STs, and to raise the financial assistance to rupees 12 lakh per family, sir. The party has also assured to raise the reservation of SC, STs to 18% and 12% respectively, sir. However, the Congress has maintained a silence on the demand for raising the reservation for socially and economically backward sections of Muslims of 12%, sir. कांग्रेस ने अपनी इलेक्शन की कैंपेनिंग में इल्जाम लगाया 12%, 12%, 12%, मगर 12% का जिक्र अपने मैनिफेस्टो में नहीं किया। मैं जानना चाह रहा हूं चीफ मिनिस्टर साहब से, ठीक है इन्होंने नहीं दिया, क्या आप देने वाले हैं? क्या आप देंगे? क्या आप सिंसियर हैं? सवाल है। और असेंबली के रिकॉर्ड्स को उठाकर देखिए, मजलिस इत्तेहादुल मुस्लिमीन की तरफ से मैंने खड़े होकर उस वक्त कहा था 12% मिलता है, मिलने दो नहीं, हमको 4% जो हम हासिल करें राजशेखर रेड्डी साहब के दौर में, उसको कायम रखना, ये बड़ी जिम्मेदारी है। तो आप ठीक है ये नहीं दिए, आप दे रहे हैं, क्या बताइए, क्या आप देंगे क्या? एंड आई गो फॉर द रेड, सर. Sir, I may recall that the Telangana government has enacted a bill in the state legislature based on the report of the State BC Commission and ST-SC Commission and the findings of Sudhi Commission and Chellappa Commission to raise the quantum of reservation to 12% for BCE category and 10% for STs. Sir, I would like the Honorable Chief Minister Saab, Mr. Revanth Reddy Saab, to clarify on the government stand on this issue, sir. Regarding the minority sub-plan and BC sub-plan, I may point out that this has been a persistent demand of AIMIM in the United Andhra Pradesh when the Congress was in power and in Telangana state after its formation, sir. In fact, we had suggested to the Telangana government to enact a legislation on the patterns of Act number 6 of 2022, the AP Minorities Component Outlay Allocation and Utilization of Financial Resources Act 2022 and Act number 13 of 2019, the AP BC Sub-Plan Planning, Allocation and Utilization of Financial Resources Act 2019 for earmarking the funds for minorities and BCs in the state budget, sir. So now our party AIMIM once again reiterates the demand for enacting the two separate legislation, one for the minorities and other for the backward classes, providing for minority component and BC component in Telangana state budget and making allocation for the sub-plan for the forthcoming state budget for the financial year 2024 and 2025, sir. Sir, when I say this, sir, you can go through the records and see about the BCs, sir. The treatment given to the BCs, all the BCs corporation. My learned friend, Sridhar Babu, was with me as a member in Public Accounts Committee. We had asked for the details and we saw the details of the allocation made to the BC, मुख्तलिफ BC के महकुमों को, तो देखकर बड़ी हैरत हुई थी. मैं उम्मीद करता हूं कि आप उनके साथ इंसाफ करेंगे. SC और ST के रिजर्व सीट्स पर भी शायद अगर मैं गलत ना हो तो सबसे ज्यादा सीटों पर अवाम ने आपको मुंतखब किया. इस उम्मीद के साथ कि उनके साथ भी इंसाफ होगा और हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि आप सब के साथ इंसाफ करेंगे. We hope that the Congress government would fulfill its assurance to conduct a caste census and effect an increase in BC reservation within 6 months of assuming power in the state, sir. क्योंकि आपने कहा है ये बात और फिर the Congress has not elaborated on the quantum of raise in BC reservation in education and public employment in the state except promising a hike. कितना करेंगे आप? वो आपने नहीं कहा. This is in contrast to the assurance to raise the BC reservation in local bodies as well as in award of government civil construction and maintenance contract to 42%, sir. Assuming that the reservation for BCs in education and public employment are raised to 42%, apart from the proposed increase in SC/ST reservation to 18 and 12%, this would, Honorable Panel Speaker, sir, this would raise the total quantum of reservation for SC, STs and BCs together to 72%. 72%, sir. So we do not know whether the enhancement of reservation to 72% will pass the muster as the Supreme Court has laid down the Lakshman Rekha of 50% for overall reservation for weaker sections. If we add the BC reservation, Honorable Panel Speaker, sir, if we add the BC, if we add the EBC reservation of 10% and an increase of 8% reservation for SEBC, Muslim category BCE, the overall reservation will reach 90%. It is going to be 90%. Is this possible in the prevailing circumstances, whether the present central government is opposed tooth and nail to any increase in reservation for backward classes, apart from total opposition to any kind of reservation to the minorities? Is a question which needs to be answered, sir. A reality check on the issue would be needed, sir. A separate ministry for most backward classes has also been promised, apart from separate finance corporation for all major BC castes. We hope that the existing finance corporations and cooperative societies, federation and various BC groups are strengthened with allocation of more funds and assisting these groups. Honorable Panel Speaker, sir, we welcome the promise to introduce the Right to Public Service Act, apart from setting up comprehensive portal for receiving and addressing public complaints and grievances, sir. सर, जब मैं इसकी बात करता हूं तो इसके साथ साथ ये भी कहूंगा कि हर महकमे में जैसा ऑफिशियल लैंग्वेज कमीशन है, आप मुसलमान को रखिए ताकि वो उर्दू के इंप्लीमेंटेशन के लिए उस पर गौर करें. हायर एजुकेशन डिपार्टमेंट है, वाइस चेयरमैन एक मुसलमान को दीजिए. यूनिवर्सिटीज हैं, वहां पे एक मुसलमान को दीजिए. आप इंफॉर्मेशन का जो है उसमें आप मुसलमान को दे सकते हैं और कई वकील हैं, पब्लिक प्रोसिक्यूटर्स मुसलमानों को दे सकते हैं. लेकिन आज ये चीज नहीं हो रही है. मैं उम्मीद करता हूं कि मुसलमानों को उनका हक दिया जाएगा. सर, द 6th guarantee